and then I clean it up for him, and I give him a cookie. Like, well, this is your fault then. You are the one who has been empowered with the ability to punish unlawful behavior. What are you doing listening to us, the series of unlawful behavior that you have let go unpunished? It's just, again, just beyond infuriating. And it just goes to everything Trump is doing. It's like this. So he tweets out this thing about Jeffrey Epstein. He's like, I signed the Epstein, release. And it's like, great, but you also open a new investigation. So obviously we're not going to actually get anything from it. And I've got a video of that, but of Pam Bondi saying, well, there's this new investigation by the SDNY. So we might not be able to release all the, it's like, okay, yeah, we know. So that's the way it works. He's still covering up for Epstein. But he doesn't want everybody distracted by Epstein, even though he's the reason everybody's distracted by it, because he wants them focused on the victories. There's a little problem with the victories. They don't matter. They don't count. They don't mean anything if we don't get the real victory, which is the Democrats being abolished as a party, which is their sedition being punished, which is their flagrant violation of the law in your face, spitting at you and mocking you on national TV on a daily basis, goes utterly unpunished. You won't even remove money from their city, let alone arrest the people that are literally daring you to arrest them. Not like, oh, they're really pushing the bounds. They look in the camera and say, Trump wants to arrest me, he can try. If you don't solve that problem, nothing else matters, dude. Like, what? Who cares about all this other? Like, okay, so he's like, big, beautiful tax cut bill. Well, great. I still, can't afford anything, but I understand somebody's getting their tax cut. Strong borders. That's pretty good, but, the problem is already done. The damage was already done, right? I put a bulletproof vest on you. Great. Well, we're bleeding out because we were shot 10 minutes ago. No men and women's sports. Again, another victory, but who cares? Transgender for everybody, ending DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation, lowering prices, biggest tax and regulation cut in history, ending 8 wars, rebuilding our military, knocking out Iran's nuclear capability, getting trillions of dollars invested in the USA, creating the hottest country anywhere in the world, and even delivering a huge defeat to the Democrats on the recent shutdown disaster. Well, they don't feel like it's a defeat, and actually at the very end of the shutdown, they swept the off-year elections. So I wouldn't call that a victory. In fact, most of these things I would debate whether they're real victories. What I would say is that almost none of them have a tangible effect for the vast majority of Americans, and none of them matter if you are just setting us up to deliver this wonderful economy. You're going to deliver this peaceful world into the hands of the psychopaths that spent the last 4 years throwing all of our friends in prison when they never committed a crime, and charging you for crimes that they made up and pulled out of their butts and decided to invent in order to go after you. None of it matters if they're able to get back in charge and reignite the oppression and the abuse from the government that they did before you got into office. None of this matters. This is like a football team bragging about all of their stats, but they never put points on the board. It doesn't matter if you have the longest, the most skilled kicker if you never put up a field goal. It doesn't matter if you have the number 1 passing yards and the number 1 sacks and the number 1 forced turnovers on 4th down if you never get in the end zone to win a game. It doesn't matter. Great, brag about it all you want. If you don't win the game, if you don't put points on the board, which in our case would be Democrats in prison, then nothing else matters. All you're doing is setting up a brilliant, lovely economy for them to destroy as they throw all of us in prison despite having never committed a crime. Because when they do commit crimes, you will not do anything but piss them off and bitch about it online. We elected you to do something. Why won't you do anything ever? God damn it!
I know y'all are tired of me